tried to diagnose an alternator, and you literally have tried freaking everything. After you've made sure that all of your fuses are fine and the connections going to the pins on the alternator and all that, and the fuse is actually contacting the contacts, after you've done all of that, this is what you do. Now I bet that you have checked all three of those wires, the wire going to there, the battery wire that hooks up to the red post. You've checked all the wires. You've even made a new fuse box to hold everything. I mean, maybe not that, but you've checked all the wires. So the bottom of the fuse is alternator, the top is starter. So all that, you've checked all that, it's all good. You've literally checked all the wires. But now when you're looking at this plug, just as, I know it's blurry, but just as you're looking at it right now, with the clip on the bottom, it'll go orange, white, green, with stripes or whatever. The green has a red stripe, the white I think has a black stripe. And anyway, the orange wire will go all the way over there and go to constant power with that fuse, with this fuse, the 20 amp. The middle wire comes out and goes over there, and that's the stator wire. And then the green with the red wire comes up, goes over here, plugs into here underneath the fuse. You've checked that, the connection's good, and this runs into the cab. So now what? You've checked literally everything. Well, I will bet if it's still not working, you haven't by chance removed your dash, have you? Or your instrument cluster, have you? So the reason it hasn't started or charging, the green and red wire will come into the cab, go into the instrument cluster, and get power from the ignition. So amp goes there to that one. So it's all hooked up with the bulb. Whenever you remove your instrument cluster, or there's something wrong with the instrument cluster, you will lose the connection, and that power going to the alternator when the ignition is on doesn't happen, and it won't charge. This is an example of what it looks like if you take the circuit apart. Green with a red wire going over to white with the yellow, with the 1 ohm resistor with the purple side going into the green. By having this connect, now I'm sure you could probably just connect the two, but the circuit was like this, so this is how I'm going to keep it. And so yeah, with that resistor put in that circuit, it works just fine.
One thing that I like about this thing, it's actually made out of plastic, not fiberglass or anything like that. It basically looks like it's made out the factory, you know what I mean? It does look original, and the finish looks original as well.
You like that shoe, don't you?